In this example, I'm going to show a SOAP client. There'll be a text box. We'll type in a certain value. There'll be two text areas. One will show the request made by the client to the web service. The other one will show the response received from the web service and how to make a call and get a response. And I'll be using the storyboard to create the user interface. So I'm going to just start a simple example. File, new project. I think I'll just do a single view application using storyboard here. Storyboard application, arc, yes. After this comes up, I'm going to jump into the storyboard and quickly make the user interface. Okay, let me minus it a little bit, see what's going on. Okay, there's just one user interface right there. So I need a text box. Actually, a label, which will tell us what to do. Why don't we just go with the and I'll probably put a button there, demonstrate how that works. Make it a little bit smaller and put two text fields. Yeah, not the text area, the text field. No. Text view. Yeah, that's the one. In the text view, that's where I'll show the response and the request. And text area allows you to slide. So if it's bigger than what fits in there, we should be able to see. I think it'll help if I put in another label describing what is what. And this is response. Now I'm gonna make the, no, actually I need a view controller, and that's what I should have done. I keep forgetting. Before I jump into the storyboard, I should have created a class. And this is Objective-C class. It'll just in subclass of UI view controller called my view controller. I should have done that first. So when I come in here, view controller, I can set its custom class to my view controller, and also storyboard ID as a good habit. I put that in there. So at this point, if I run this application, I should be able to see some labels and buttons and text boxes. So here we go. We have a text box, go button, a request, okay, this box should be read-only, scrollable, and also when I click in here, I want this text to go away. So let's see how I can do that. So in the first step, I want this thing to go away, the default text in there. First of all, I need to hook these up and create IB outlets, and then create a method for dismissing the keyboard. So I'm going to open the assistant editor. That'll open up the myViewController.h file. So I need an IB outlet. A IB action for this go button. The connection I'm going to remember to change to action. That's an IB action. IB outlet for this one. Request outlet. Response outlet. I'm going to make a few more changes right now. One is that I'm going to switch to .m file. In it, I'm going to put a method. Text should return, with this signature, a method with this signature. In it, I'm going to say text field resign first responder. It'll make the keyboard go away. The next one is on the on-click event of the go button, I'm going to say my text box outlet resign first responder. And in here, I'm going to synthesize my text box, which is the outlet. Right here, my text box outlet. And they'll make them go away, like this one. So here the text box, I type something, I can either return, it'll go away, or I can type return and they'll make it go away as well. The other thing I did was control click the text box, delegate, drag it on top of this icon, and that told it, well, when you click on the return key, the delegate will be in this file, myViewController.h. That's the file owner. Looking through these properties, and I don't see a editable. Yeah, here we go, editable. So I'm going to check that. This one, editable, uncheck, make sure these two are not editable. There you go, I click on it, it's not editable. Only the text area is editable. So now I'm ready for the next step, to put in a radius. To be able to put in a radius, click on go and show request and response. So now I'm going to make a little bit some more changes right now. I am going to make two more properties: NS URL connection, NS mutable data received data. Jumping to .m file, I am going to synthesize the request outlet and response outlet and connection and receive data. I could do it all on the same line like this. Connection, received data, and do them all on the same line. Then let me open this up in this one right here so I can see it better. my view controller, and I'm going to add some more methods in there. In the goes on click, I'm going to add some other lines. If my text box is first responder, then actually to make it clear, I like these left parens and right parens. It makes it clear what's going on. If my text box is the first responder, resign from being the first responder. If the radius is going to be, whatever I type in the text box, if the radius is nil or radius length is 0, we show a method, display a message. Otherwise, using the string with format and certain replaceable parameters, I am going to construct a SOAP request. That's what the SOAP message is going to look like. It says what area I'm going to call, what URL is going to be, all that information is right there. The URL is right here, and its mutable request is going to go to this URL. Message length is going to be that much. Add value, SOAP action, content length, response, request outlets text is going to be SOAP message so we can see it. Method is going to be post, HTTP body, set that, connections, set the connection. If connection is not null, received data is going to be that much. And then I'm going to have did receive response, a method with this signature, did receive data, did fail with error, I'm going to do this in there. Connection did finish loading, I'm going to do that in there. Receive the response. Response outlets text, I'm going to set it to the response, the XML file that I receive. I'm going to get rid of that since I'm going to be seeing it on the screen. So now I'm going to run this application. I'm going to put in the radius of 2. Go. Here's the response that has been constructed. So that's where it says which method to call on that service, get circle area. They also have the get rectangle area. The radius I'm sending it out is 2. The response that I'm getting looks like this. And right here, snuck, if you look at the very last line, is 12.56. That's the response returned. If I change it to 3, so now it's 28.26 is the area. So that's calling a web service, request to response, and how to construct a SOAP message to send, all the methods to implement, to receive the data. In the future tutorial, I may enhance it when I start working with the XML request to get this and parse it to figure it out, and display the area in another text box or an alert box. So we want to process that XML that's received right here in the next tutorial.